Hey guys, thank you for having me. This is your tutor, Mr. Lusungu. Welcome to tonight's mathematics online lesson. In tonight's lesson, we're going to be looking at bearings. Here with me, I have a diagram that are very common in bearings, or that we use in bearings. Okay, we have angle X, angle Y, angle P, and angle Z. So when you're dealing with bearings, there are certain things that you have to consider. So x plus y is equals to 180. We have angle x and angle y here. So when you add angle x and angle y, you get 180 degrees. So let's say you have 80 degrees here, or you have 9 degrees here, and you don't have an angle here, and they ask to find the angle here. So you just subtract 9 from 180, and the angle that you get, or the answer that you get after subtracting 9 from 180, you add it with the 9 degrees and you get 180 degrees. B, x and z are equal. What do I mean? We have angle x here and angle z there. So these are upright angles. So angle x is equal to angle z, which means angle p is also equal to angle y. C, all angles should be three-figured. What do I mean by all angles should be three-figured? So when we are doing your calculations, or let's say you find your answer to be 20 degrees. So you must add the 0 in front in order for it to be three-figured. Or you had the 30 degrees. You must add the 0 in front in order for it to be three-figured. But if you get an answer like 200, you just leave it like that because it's already three-figured. Or you can get an answer like 300 degrees, it's already three-figured, you leave it like that. D, always start from the north in a clockwise, moving in a clockwise direction. So this is our north line. This is our north line. So when you're dealing with bearings, your origin is always the north line. So when you're asked to find, let's say, a bearing of B from A, always you stand at your north line, moving in a clockwise direction to the line that they've told you to move to. Okay. Then last but not the least, a straight line adds up to 180. You have A here and B here. So this line is equals to 180. So remember that any line is equals to 180. Example number 1. Find the bearing of A from B. We have this diagram here. We have A, B. They're asking us for the bearing of A from B. So when you're dealing with bearings, you can add some certain things on your diagram in order for you to make your calculations easy. So in this case, you can extend your north line, okay? And you can also find the angle here, which is 30. Remember, these are upright angles. So we say this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle here is equal to this angle here. Yes. And we also said a straight line adds up to 180. So which means this angle here is 180. Yes. So let's go to the question now that we have added some certain things. Okay. They're asking for the bearing of A from B. So we're standing on our north line. We're starting from B going to A. So you start from B, standing on your origin, which is your north line. So you draw something like this. So until it touches A. Yeah, touched A. Now you've established the angle that they want you to find. They want you to find this angle. They want you to find what this angle is. So now that because you found that this is 180, that this line is adding to 180 and this here is 30, you just add. What is 30 plus 180? You get 210. This is already 3-figured, you don't need to add a 0. So you have yourself 210. That's it. Okay, so number 2. Number 2 is asking us to find the bearing of D from C. Remember, you move in a clockwise direction from your north line. Okay, so in this case we're starting from C. So your C is there. So you stand on your north line and move until you reach D. Yeah, so they want you to find this angle there. Okay, so we already know that the straight line adds up to 180. So this is 180 there. Okay, so now that you have 180 there and 20 there, so you just add 20 plus 180, you get 200. That's when you subtract 200 from 360, because this is going to be, this is a, if you know that a full evolution, a circle adds up to 360. So in order for us to find the angle here, we're going to subtract 200 from 360. So when you subtract 200 from 360, you get 0, 6, 1. You get 160. 160. So the bearing of D from C is 160 degrees. Yes. So we've come to the end of our lesson. Don't forget the concepts that we've looked at. Remember, you can add some certain things on your diagram in order for you to make your calculations easy. You can extend your north lines. You can find the angles close to the bearing the question is asking you for, and so much more. You can just make your questions easy. Remember, mathematics is for thinkers. So you have to be open-minded. You have to think outside the box.